Declan Laverty went to work on Sunday night but never came home. He was stabbed to death after he'd refused a customer service at the Darwin Airport Tavern. The 19-year-old man charged with his murder briefly fronted court yesterday, where it was revealed he was already on bail for another alleged aggravated assault using a bladed weapon. Community leaders in the Territory say the government is failing in its most important duty, and that is keeping its citizens safe. Let's go live to Matt Cunningham now in Darwin. Matt, the Northern Territory government will make an announcement this morning. Do we know what they'll announce yet?
Well, my understanding is that there will be a couple of key parts to this announcement that will be made by the Chief Minister, Natasha Fyles, and the Deputy Police Commissioner, Michael Murphy, in about 30 minutes' time. One of those will relate to bail laws here in the Northern Territory. Now, as you were just mentioning, the 19-year-old man who has been charged with the alleged murder of Declan Laverty was on bail at the time that this incident occurred for a previous alleged aggravated assault using a bladed weapon. So I understand that the government will be announcing some changes to bail laws here in the Northern Territory. The other thing that I understand that could be on the cards is an announcement around security patrols at bottle shops and the potential that those security guards to be placed at bottle shops could even be armed with capsicum spray. There are concerns about why security wasn't able to stop that incident that happened at the BWS bottle shop there on Sunday night. We know that there are police auxiliaries that are in place on bottle shops in other parts of the Northern Territory. Laura, they're in place in Alice Springs, in Tennant Creek and in Katherine, but they are not deployed here in Darwin in the top end. There has been a lot of discussion around that, but my understanding there will be some announcement there around those security patrols being placed in bottle shops here in the top end. There have been calls already for bail laws to be strengthened here in the Northern Territory following this incident. Here's the Leader of the Opposition, Leah Finocchiaro, speaking yesterday after that 19-year-old man had fronted court.
There is no question that Labor have failed Territorians when it comes to bail. This is something we have been fighting for on behalf of the community for years. That revolving door of bail is causing so much destruction to the lives of Territorians.
Representatives from the Endeavour Group and BWS are here in the top end as well. They've been here since Monday morning. They've announced a full review of staff and security safety at their outlets. They've actually closed those outlets for the past 2 days. All BWS bottle shops have been closed on Monday and Tuesday. There's also a bit of a discussion going on, Laura, about the conduct of the government in Parliament yesterday. Now, the opposition tried to put forward a motion of no confidence. It had been flagged since February due to the ongoing crisis we've seen and reported on extensively in Alice Springs. The government shut down that debate. It used its numbers to basically gag that debate. There's also been quite a bit of discussion about the government's performance during question time yesterday, where they avoided answering questions on several occasions, and there was one instance where the Chief Minister actually started mocking the opposition. She was being asked a question by Steve Edgington, the member for Barkly, about a property council survey that was put out a couple of weeks ago that showed businesses were seriously concerned about the safety of their staff. Let's take a little bit of a listen to that exchange right now.
Will you admit to Territorians that you have failed to listen and finally take action?
Thank you, Member for Barkly. Chief Minister, you have the call.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. And that was a very strong question from the potential Leader of the Opposition there. Good leadership style there, Member for Barkly. And with the fifth election lost on the weekend by the current Leader of the Opposition, and I noted she was interjecting as I rose to spoke. She needed to talk so that you all knew she was there as the Leader of the Opposition, Mr Speaker.
That went on in a similar vein for about 2 minutes, Laura. A lot of people wondering why the government didn't actually answer the question that was being asked, a question about the safety of staff working in businesses here in Darwin and the top end. Instead, trying to score a cheap political point about potential leadership speculation on the opposition side of politics after they lost a by-election at the weekend. But questions being asked about how sincere the Chief Minister is about addressing these issues, given the way she responded to that question.
Yep, absolutely. Well, Matt, we'll see you again, or we'll see the Chief Minister at 9:30. We'll have it for you live. Looking forward to this announcement. We'll check in soon.